shifting my mind to get around you.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is of course Catmanjoe and welcome back everybody to another brand new video, guys. Today of course we are back on some Minecraft, and today guys we're going to be going over some new Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition news. Now this video is a bit of a follow-up to my previous video I made the other day. If you guys haven't checked it out, please be sure to check it out. And basically it was covering the new, I guess, leaked release date and pre-order, I guess, availability of the Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition. Now if you guys haven't checked the video out, as I said, please do check it out. It was an amazing video and I got a lot of support, so I want to begin by also just saying thank you for that. The video really just done super well and it's kind of blew up all over the community. I was the first one to cover it, so I'm super proud to be able to say that once again. And today I wanted to make a bit of a follow-up to that video and add some new and more, I guess, interesting information to the pile that goes on from that video, guys. So yeah, welcome back to another brand new video, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. So in my previous video I mentioned that I got a comment from someone on early Friday morning called Alex05 saying PlayStation 4 Minecraft Bedrock releasing 3rd of December 3.12. Check your eShops, you can now pre-order Minecraft Bedrock. Now, after getting this comment, obviously I needed more proof to be able to back up the claim. Obviously I get a lot of people all the time commenting saying, hey, this is new Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock news, check this out. Oh, I know some leaked information, my dad works at Sony, my dog works at Microsoft, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I asked him for more information and he supplied me with 2 different links. Little did I know, obviously they were 100% legitimate, and later on that day I ended up checking out the obviously links and of course making a video on it. Now, if you guys don't know, the links I mentioned I checked out were 2 different gaming sites from the Czech Republic, one called alza.cz and another called the JRC Game Centrum. Now, both these sites were advertising PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition for pre-order and it was coming out on the 3rd of December. Both these sites had this in common, however they had both recycled basically old art from the Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition and other editions. This led me to in my video obviously mention that I didn't really fully believe these websites were legitimate, even though they did look quite legitimate and they didn't look like something that was, you know, put together overnight. These did look like genuinely real websites. I didn't honestly think this was genuine, but we should keep an eye out and do some more research. Now, after a couple more days of digging, guys, and I mean genuinely, I've been digging and digging and digging and digging and digging, I have found some more information that's incredible. Now, I want to begin by just saying that the other day, of course, Friday, obviously night, you know, Friday night around about 7 o'clock UK time, there was only 2 websites in the entire world that were advertising this, you know, PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition kind of sale. Now, these 2 websites, as I said, was alza.cz and of course the Game Centrum or JRC. Now, after these 2 websites kind of went public, I made the video and all that kind of stuff and everything like that happened. The next day and the day after that, and now of course Monday, obviously of course, you know, December 2nd, we have now got, folks, 47 shops in the Czech Republic and outside, obviously, in, you know, in the midst of Europe, that are advertising PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, you know, for sale, basically for pre-order, which is a lot of shops. Now, to give you an example of all these different PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, I guess, sales or shops that are selling them, I'm going to put a lot of the screenshots on screen right now. There's a lot of them, so try to keep track. Obviously there's goofy things to look out for, but basically the easiest way I was able to compile a lot of this knowledge was from a guy called u/izap on Reddit. This guy basically compiled a massive list. It wasn't massive, it's about 7 or 8 different stores of all the different stores that are currently advertising PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, and the one thing that linked them all together, of course, was the product number for the game itself. If you guys don't know, the product number is what is on every single game. It's how you actually find the product, of course, and this product number itself is now in the open. It's obviously there, it's in the open, and all these shops do share, of course, because they're all advertising the same product. So by rights, if you use this product on Google, if you search up this number, this little kind of code, you can by rights find Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition all over the internet. You will find it 100% with ease, and from me doing this, I managed to find, in my maximum count that I could count, 47 different shops in the entire of Europe, the Czech Republic and outside, obviously. There is now obviously advertising PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, so it is getting even more, I guess, interesting because more and more sites are obviously advertising this. Now, the actual Reddit post itself from izap actually says PlayStation 4 Bedrock product number in the wild, and it's got the number itself, and it says spotted across many eShops across the Czech Republic and Hungary, sorry. And if you guys look down the obviously list, of course, of the actual websites that he's obviously linked, these are all genuine websites, of course. Now listen, I mentioned this as well in my previous video. I said these did seem somewhat sketchy, and there was a lot of people actually confirming that are from Czech, that I guess are from the Czech Republic, sorry, and other places in Europe and whatnot, obviously, that could confirm that these sites are legitimate. These are the legitimate sites that are used over there in their country obviously to buy games online. Now, of course, these are the equivalent of GameStop in the USA or HMV or Game Itself in the UK. So these are genuine stores, of course. Specifically, the most genuine being, of course, are Alza and JRC. But more specific, I want to focus on Alza, and we'll go into a little bit more in depth on that website in a little minute, of course. But you guys can see, no doubt, from the list, there is a lot of websites here. There's Alza, there's JRC, there's Micronet, there is a shop, soft.com or softcom, there's obviously, of course, AP Shop, there's System Partner. There is so many different stores right here that are selling this. And again, this is only a small pick. This is 9, maybe 8 or maybe 9 different websites, as opposed to 47 different websites that I could find personally, all advertising the exact same thing: PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, and of course being able to pre-order it. Now the thing is as well, by the way, of course, he does end up actually adding at the very bottom something that's quite interesting to read. He puts some eShop says it's box version, some it's electronic license, some eShops did put old PlayStation 4 cover, some use blank stub. Again, obviously, but what he means by blank stub, of course, is like obviously just no picture whatsoever. So if you're, if you don't know, that's what he means. He puts, and there is one, obviously the JRC, which made edits to the Xbox version, adding PlayStation 4 on top of a fake box. Apparently they were not giving official cover graphics, but someone probably received go from the publisher from that region, or for that region. They all know that many people are waiting for this, and the race for pre-orders has started there. I was able to complete orders both on alza.cz and jrc.cz. These, let's see, the release date for both, or on both eShops, is set to December 3rd, PlayStation 25th birthday. Now, this is what he says right here, and this leads us to another discussion, of course. Something I actually already knew making the video for Friday, of course, which was PlayStation 4's, or the PlayStation in general, 25th anniversary birthday. For those of you guys who don't know, on December 3rd, it's also coincidentally the PlayStation actual birthday. It's the 25th anniversary birthday for PlayStation. If you don't know, the PlayStation Awards basically is more specific what it is. It's an event that gets held annually every single year in Japan, and it's obviously to credit and award games that have done really well, sold more than like 500,000 copies and whatnot. They get awarded and all that kind of good stuff, and it happens, I guess, annually every single year, of course, in Japan. So this is something, but basically this year there's actually something very unique happening. The PlayStation Awards 2019 is also getting held on the exact same day that is, of course, the 25th anniversary for PlayStation. So it's basically two massive, I guess, huge dates for PlayStation happening on one day, and a lot of people have somehow tied this to the Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition being released as well, because it's a huge big convention and whatnot, and I really quickly want to just shut that down. The PlayStation actual awards for 2019, the PlayStation Awards in general, from what I could see from research and whatnot, isn't an actual game expo. It isn't, showing off new games that are coming out or anything like that. It's actually awarding games that have successfully sold well on the PlayStation, and notably looking back on all their obviously older old predecessors like the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and obviously commandeering, or I guess commandering, I don't even know the word, obviously just looking back and obviously acknowledging the success of all these original consoles and whatnot. That is the point of the PlayStation Awards. Now, the PlayStation 25th anniversary, obviously that could tie into maybe a release or something like that, but I don't really think that's going to be the case. It's already been kind of, I guess, acknowledged that PlayStation Plus, Push Square, one of the major, I guess, publishing websites, of course, for publicizing news and all that kind of good stuff, have already said that they've already got some information on the PlayStation 5 that they're going to share, and it's obviously going to be coming, of course, on, I guess, the 25th anniversary. So this could mean they are going to share more information regarding PlayStation 4 Bedrock, or they're going to acknowledge it, but this doesn't mean that the game is going to get announced. This has got nothing to do with PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, and I'm sorry, folks, to shut that idea down, but from all the research I can do, the PlayStation Awards are to award games obviously on their success. They're not to announce any new upcoming games, and maybe they will. Again, I'm not too sure, but from my research I couldn't really find much about it, but it didn't seem like they were announcing any sort of games. Now, I do want to jump back for a minute, like I just said a moment ago, to the Alza site, the alza.cz site itself. If you guys don't know, this was a site that we covered obviously on Friday's video, and this was a site that was one of the first, if not the first, to actually cover PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition getting pre-ordered or being able to be pre-ordered. Now, since then, obviously since Friday, now it's of course Monday, we've had a bit of a few updates on the site. The JRC site, the JRC you know, Game Centrum. They haven't really done anything. The site's all the exact same, the whole web page, everything like that. Nothing has changed. However, on the Alza site, obviously, there has been some, I guess, updates. Now, if you look right now, of course, on screen, you'll be able to see, of course, this has been translated from, of course, I guess, I don't know what language you speak in the Czech Republic, but from, obviously, the language they speak in the Czech Republic to, of course, English. So there is some, I guess, issues with, of course, the translation, but please do try and excuse them. I can only obviously do so much. But it does say, of course, the license here is to download. It says the genre is, of course, adventure. It says PlayStation 4 download for platform, edition, DLC, additional in the game, or addition in the game, or addition to the game even, sorry. And then there's something that's very interesting that nobody's actually acknowledged here, which is this. It says, note that some games may require, and this is something that they've actually edited and added here since Friday, obviously, of course. So this has been updated. This page here has been updated. There's also more photos and whatnot to go along with that, and I'm going to obviously acknowledge that in a second, but it says here, note that some games may require, and it's got registration with the digital distribution service, Microsoft Store or Origin, Steam, Uplay even, sorry, etc. So see our electronic LA license application for instructions. Basically, that's what it means, like you can only get certain things from them. But the thing is right here is the keyword they use is registration. Registration implying that you have to register for something. What it might mean or what it might imply, of course, or what it could imply from the context I'm trying to take away from it, again, it's very difficult to work with the translate kind of, I guess, language or whatnot, but what it could mean by just in general Microsoft Store, of course, is the fact that you will have to obviously have a Microsoft account in order to play PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, I guess, crossplay or online or whatnot. I would probably say online is still fine, but to play it on crossplay, you will need a Microsoft account. This is something that we've already confirmed, you know, quite a few times, so yeah. It also, of course, goes on to say broadband internet for gaming, initial setup, updates and more, paying monthly fees for online multiplayer gaming, Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus, etc. Now, again, I feel like this, of course, is just obviously something maybe they put for all games, of course, to give you some sort of acknowledgement, but it is the fact that it puts Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus, which is something that is quite interesting because, of course, we've already kind of, I guess, acknowledged or confirmed the elephant in the room that you will need PlayStation Plus in order to play Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition. Whoop-de-doo. It's a huge surprise, I know, for some people. Obviously, you might need a Microsoft account and all to be able to obviously, of course, play crossplay, because then you can obviously connect up. It's like an Epic Games account. You need some sort of middle ground where everybody can obviously add each other and, of course, you know, send people invites to games and whatnot. So that makes sense. However, PlayStation Plus will still be required by PlayStation in order to play the game online. That was something that we've already acknowledged for quite a while, and it seems like it was quite obvious news. So to see it here, it kind of adds even more information to the pile and also makes it look even more legitimate. Something as well that they added, of course, was a bit of an update to the description, of course, for the game. They've obviously got photos now to go along with it. Now, again, these photos have all been recycled. It's very clear that these photos have been recycled. I've seen many of these before, and I'm sure a lot of you OG gamers from Minecraft have as well. So, you know, even just let me know if you guys have seen any that I didn't even acknowledge. But it's obviously got here, connect with players in the giant world and collaborate on amazing buildings. That is very clearly the Xbox building that was from the Xbox One edition of Minecraft when it was announced. I'm pretty sure that's the building, at least. I'm almost 100%, but again, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Underneath it as well, it's got get the material and build your own dwelling. That's an old screenshot or an old photo from inside the game. I don't know exactly where from, but I've seen it a million times. And then it's got something that's quite interesting. Again, spelling's off, but try and, you know, go with me. It says the dice, I'm guessing I meant to say the disc. The disc come on PlayStation 4, and again, I don't really understand what it's trying to say there, but that's again lost in translation. The graphically modified version of the PlayStation 4 includes controls precisely, sorry, Jesus Christ, tailored to the DualShock 4. Moving in inventory and the menu is absolutely comfortable. All players are delighted to play up to 4 players on a single console, or with up to 8 players online. Now, again, it doesn't really mention anything very keyly interesting. Again, it's an update to the site, which kind of does prove quite promising because it is quite interesting to see, but it isn't really anything major when it comes to any sort of information on the main kind of page, giving us anything behind it or any sort of context. So again, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update there, obviously, of course, on the site, and let you guys know about that. So the next thing I really do want to do, guys, is give you some statements and some opinions from some of the biggest and most influential kind of, I guess news providers that there is currently within the community, obviously on Twitter. And first of all, we're going to begin with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Wild the Gamer. Once again, I love this guy, honestly, he's a great dude, and I asked him last night if he'd be able to give me a bit of a statement for this video and his opinion on the matter, you know, his beliefs, what he thinks of it and whatnot, and thankfully he did, guys. So yeah, thank you to Wild, and yeah, let's read his statement. So Wild the Gamer put, to keep it short, I think we will hear something official regarding PlayStation 4 Bedrock this month. I think the recent leaks backs that thought up. About the December 3rd rumors, I think it's very likely we see an announcement for PlayStation 4 Bedrock sometime around the PlayStation anniversary, but I think a December 3rd release date is semi-unlikely, since many new PlayStation 4 assets were added into the 1.14, which is supposed to release on December 10th. I think we could see something or see it officially release on or shortly after December 10th. Just some thoughts, so who knows what will actually happen. Now, this was the man himself from Wild the Gamer, of course. This is his opinion on the matter. Again, like many of us, obviously, he, obviously works on facts and obviously completely and utterly obviously truths. And at the moment, obviously, the December 3rd release date idea is obviously interesting and cool, but something that a lot of people aren't exactly addressing, and I think Wild obviously understands himself, is the fact that none of the developers obviously have announced this. None of the, game publishers, obviously Sony, Microsoft, or Mojang, even 4J, have said anything about this obviously being legitimately true, and that is a bit of a worrying case. Now, another person that I want to just add in here quickly as well is someone called Bedrock. A lot of you guys may have heard of him. He's another good friend of mine as well on Twitter. We've spoke quite a few times, and he really is genuinely a nice guy, but I want to mention something really quickly to you guys as well. Bedrock is a great guy and all, but his English isn't that great. He is Ukrainian, so nonetheless, his English isn't obviously 100% perfect, which isn't a really bad thing, but when he's putting out tweets confirming PlayStation 4 Bedrock's existence or whatnot, or kind of just amplifying the hype to oblivion, it's a little bit of a bad thing, obviously, and I want to kind of just mention this, not to call him out or anything like that, because genuinely Beta's a good friend of mine, but honestly, I want to just make you guys aware that when he does say some stuff, try and kind of look a little bit more deeper into it. Don't just take it at face value, because Beta honestly, quite oftenly as well, kind of just tries to read into things far too much. For instance, I'll put the DMs on screen right now, but basically Beta shared with me apparently some stuff about Mojang and whatnot. You can see his English isn't great in obviously the DMs, and basically what it was all about was obviously Mojang's surprise coming tomorrow. There's this guy called Patter HD, a YouTuber with 63 or 65k subscribers, a really lovely and great guy, had basically put out that there's a surprise at Mojang, or a Mojang surprise tomorrow. Now, I end up heading up Patter HD obviously in the DMs, and he was a really great guy. We had a great conversation, and he pretty much confirmed that it was nothing related to PlayStation 4 Bedrock, but Beta himself obviously of course makes it seem like it's for PlayStation 4 Bedrock without any evidence obviously regarding it. So this is a prime example of, please understand that even though Beta is a lovely guy and all, he oftentimes does kind of mislead people a little bit with his kind of news, because unlike Wild, he doesn't exactly put it out the way it exactly is, or he doesn't look into it more. He just puts out the front cover, and that's pretty much it. So yeah guys, I just want to let you know all the new information and whatnot, what's kind of going on with the community obviously in the deeper end obviously at the moment, guys. So I hope you guys did go to enjoy today's video. Obviously that, as I've already said folks, there's not really been obviously any official word or whatnot right now from Sony or Microsoft or Mojang or 4J or any of the developers in between. There's really been nothing. However, more sites are popping up every single day and every single hour, every single minute about this. And beginning this video obviously about what, 6 hours ago now from when I began actually making this video, there was about 47 sites, and probably now there'll be like 50 or 60. Honestly, it's getting out of hand. There's getting so many more sites popping up, and the longer that we're leaving obviously the more that are popping up and coming throughout the woodwork. So here's hoping folks we see Bedrock tomorrow. Honestly and openly, I don't think we will. I think right now it seems a little bit just too close for comfort, and if it quacks like a duck and it sounds like, or if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it most likely is a duck, guys. Listen, I still think we're going to be getting Bedrock for PlayStation 4 relatively soon, but we just have to wait and see. We might get it tomorrow, and please God, I'd love to see it, but at the end of the day folks, if we don't, just understand that these things happen. Again, we haven't had any other further knowledge from this, but this is a good sign. This is something that obviously will hopefully prompt the obviously makers of the game and whatnot to come out and actually say something, or actually publicly address this, which is something that we've been dying for and hoping for what feels like the longest time. Another thing as well that I should fling in here real quick as well that might add to the pile of this could be coming out tomorrow is the fact that, if you guys don't know, the Xbox One Bedrock Edition obviously now is no longer free for people that used to own the Xbox One Legacy Edition. So that was actually a little trial that was getting ended now over the weekend. It's been free for years, and all of a sudden now it's no longer free. Could this possibly be a little bit like a sales problem? Could this be something like we're no longer making it free on Xbox, so when it does come to PlayStation in this week or whatnot, maybe it doesn't have to be free, like we will not give it to players for free? Who knows, guys? Again, I just wanted to add that in there. Obviously, I want to hear your opinions in the comment section down below. And before I end this video, guys, please be sure to like it if you did go to enjoy it, and of course, if you're new, please be sure to subscribe. We're currently marching away right now, guys. I guess currently to 30,000 subscribers. I'm losing my voice, and it would be hella appreciated obviously if you guys can subscribe, share the video with your friends and family as well. It helps my videos get out there so much further, and it really is very, very, very appreciated. And yeah folks, other than that, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are, and yeah guys, peace out.